Yo, what's up? It's Akeem back again with another reaction video. I think this is my first reaction video of the year, but here we have it. Today is a very special day. We have one of the greats, one of the best rappers to ever do it, one of the best rappers in the game. That is Jermaine Cole. He's dropped his new album, The Off Season, and man, let me just say this off the bat. I've been massively anticipating this album for a long time. I know he hinted the album, the end of KOD, the final track, and I really think this can be something special. I watched the documentary that he dropped, I think on Monday, where he's just talking about his thought process behind the album. He mentions how like your favorite rappers get to a certain point in their career where they reach a crossroads and they don't once have that same hunger as they once have had, which made him think back to like in the past where before he dropped the warm-up, he had like an epiphany where he decided to take the music more seriously. And with this, I'm really feeling like a warm-up vibe. Like I'm really getting like, if you listen to that mixtape, it's one of J. Cole's one of his best projects. The warm-up is like, that's just the vibe that I'm getting. Like even just looking at the album cover, with the hoop, the basketball court, the net, you know what I mean, the rim is on fire, and I'm not too sure of the symbolism behind that, but I'm getting some good vibes from this. I think this could be something special, I really do. It's been a couple of years, well, about 3 years since he dropped KOD. KOD is like, it's not one of my favorite J. Cole's albums, but it's not one of his worst. It's like somewhere in the middle. I listened to it like the past week, and it's not something I bump regularly. Like there's a few tracks that I like, but I think potentially this could be like one of J. Cole's best albums. I'm just gonna say off the bat, the vibe that I'm getting from this, like he's saying that this is his it took him like a few years to get to this point or something like that, he said. But yeah man, I don't want to make this a long intro. I say that a lot in a lot of my reaction videos, but I tend up just going on a tangent. But I'm really looking forward to this album. It's quite short, which is not a bad thing, to be honest. J. Cole's not the type of rapper to be dropping like over 20 tracks. It's about what, 12 tracks, 39 minutes, 8 seconds. Kind of short, quite kind of concise. I think the last album that he dropped around this length was, I think, For Your Eyes Only, which might have been a bit more, about maybe 45-minute mark. There's no features that I can see, but I'm pretty sure he has features, because he even talks about in his documentary like not being that rapper that he didn't fuck with anybody, didn't do no features, nothing. So it's good to hear him say that, because I know amongst the J. Cole like fan base, people are like saying, oh yeah, platinum with no features and that, and that's good and everything, but we want to hear J. Cole with some features, man. So that's dope for him to say that. Here we have it, The Off Season. The first track is called 95 South.
Cole been going plexus back when CDs was around.
Yeah.
But you sold out triple that song album, do a measly 100,000.
Yeah.
If I'm betting on myself, then I completely double down. I'm gonna put an M right on your head. You Luigi brother now.
Woo!
Trace my steps all in this game. You can see we cover ground. Back and forth from NC to.
Listen, I don't like pausing shit like when I'm doing reaction videos, but off the rip, yeah, J. Cole is coming with that fire. Damn, man. We're only a minute in. Yo, this beat's dope, man. This just sounds like different, man. The way that J. Cole's rapping like off the bat, it's like, this is definitely like, I think this is J. Cole like at his peak now, at his best. I don't think we're gonna get a J. Cole in terms of rapping ability better than we'll probably hear on this album. I'm normally one track in, but just listening to that, the way that he's flowing, what did he say? What was that line? He said, I put an M to your head like Luigi's brother or something like that. Obviously a Mario reference and that, you know. But yeah, good intro to the album. J. Cole ain't messing around. The beat was hella dope. His bars are just dope. His lyricism, his delivery, man. His delivery is like, is up there. But anyway, track 2, Amari.
Not sure
how I feel, you know, to be honest. Not really crazy about the beat either. That was a very short track. I'll be honest, I wasn't really feeling it that much compared to the first track. I like how already the beats are very different to previous instrumentals or beats from his albums. I know that there's actually quite a few producers that have worked on the album, which is good because I know J. Cole gets a lot of criticism for, making his own beats for his own albums. Hopefully that'll give him more. Hopefully that gave him more. I guess time to really focus on his rapping rather than always on the beats and the rapping. But again, the track, it wasn't anything too crazy. It wasn't terrible. The beat was different. Like it almost had like a trap sound to it, which is good as well. Like J. Cole over like a trap type beat. He was almost also kind of like not auto tune, but the way he was singing, it felt like there's like an auto tune esque, if that makes sense. But yeah, wasn't too crazy about the track. Not a bad track either. But anyway, third track, My Life.
Sick, they got her back. Shit, they wouldn't dare say. No, it's on site. Got popped out and knocking on doors trying to find an informant, but I ain't seen that. This is God as my witness. The weapon gon' leave tree got a history of users that struggle with demons. I really the hustler instincts.
Yo, you always know, if you see my reaction videos, whenever I click my fingers, you know I'm feeling it. But yo, J. Cole ain't fucking around, man. This beat though.
My life. Say what? The stuff that I seen got me traumatized.
Hey, 21 Savage, 21.
I seen teddy bears every time we make their mamas cry. I pray that my past ain't ahead of the tune. When I'm in love, I love heaven. If you know that they secrets is kept with me, God. I feel like the streets is in debt with me, God. I get my heart away.
On God, straight up. I love the 21 ad libs, man. Dope. That was dope. That's a playlist. That is a playlist. Bear with me. That is a playlist, man. Shit. I should have known 21 was gonna be on the album, to be honest, because he is in the documentary. But yeah, man, My Life. Shit, man. I guess J. Cole and 21 Savage talking about their different dealings with life, different situations and shit. Coming up from struggles. The beat I love these like soulful type beats. Like this kind of the beat wise, it reminded me of a lot, obviously in 21's Savage album. I love like these two, like J. Cole and like 21 Savage, like linking up, man. I don't know what it is though, with like, it just works, you know what I'm saying? Like it just works. It's just dope, man. Like let's give 21 Savage some credit, man, because I'll be honest, yeah, when he first came in the game, like especially around like his the freshman freestyle, I wasn't really feeling 21 Savage that much, but he's grown on me a lot. In terms of like these new like wave of rappers, 21 Savage is actually one of my favorites. Savage Mode 2 is actually one of my favorite albums from last year, to be fair. But anyway, let me not go on a tangent. Great track, My Life, that was dope. The beat was dope. The rapping from J. Cole and, as I said, 21 Savage, impeccable shit, man. Love that. Okay, so track number 4 now, Applying Pressure.
Applying pressure, started my crime with crime festers, and now I'm showing like they in their second trimesters. Please, ain't nothing wrong with living check to check, cause most have to. Instead of capping, why don't you talk about being a broke rapper? That's a perspective I respect, because crazy didn't know I got more M's than a real Slim Shady video. Big boss, let's recross my broken clown and a millionaire. The joke is on you. Money ain't everything.
Shit, I don't know what sound that was, but man, that's just my excitement coming out. Like, damn, man. J. Cole was just spitting, man. Spitting. Why is it taking like up until now for like J. Cole to really like mix his production or just like his beats? Like these are just like so far into this album, the beats, like his beat selection is just different, man. Like this is like, I'm getting like a trap vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like track number 5, Punchin the Clock. Oh, it's a short track, just under 2 minutes.
When I first came, I said I ain't come here to waste my time. For humanity, profound, we propagating more profanity. Paid our collections for regular way to
damn.
The reprimanded. Thought it was toys, it was a glass. Ahead of me, I put a paranoid mindset. Now I'm back, teetering between enlightened and insanity. Got it, I'm rich.
Damn!
All I can do is cut the mic.
Yo! Stop, man. Yo, just stop. J. Cole, yo, my brother. He ain't messing around. He ain't messing around, man. Are you hearing this shit? Yo, whack rappers, you can't touch J. Cole. You can't touch J. Cole. Do you listen? Come on, bruv. I can see where he meant, like when he said like this took him years to like get to this level, or you know, this is his best work. But this is J. Cole already, like he's reached that level in his career. I don't think J. Cole can get better as a rapper at this point. Like we're only halfway through the album or so. We're coming up to halfway into the album. But the lyricism and the way that he's flowing, the beat selection so far, he's not missing, man. He's not missing, and he really is putting in that time, man. You can't rush some. You know, like nowadays with rappers, like the attention span is very, very low. Like a lot of these new rappers and that, they drop albums like every year, every 6 months. Like for example, like Tory Lanez, man drops an album like every 6 months or so. You know what I'm saying? And like sometimes it's a difficulty. Like you don't want your fans to wait too long, but at the same time, you still need to work on your craft, man. Because I think even again, like Logic, I think he's probably like a best example. Man's dropped to like a project every year or so since like what 2010, like whether that's a mixtape or an album. And a lot of people say that he lost his hunger, you know what I mean? And I feel like Logic did, not to go off a tangent, but again, like J. Cole, he takes his time when he brings out his new albums, you know what I'm saying? And with this, wow, man, this is good, man. This is good shit. Track number 6, 100 mil? 100 mile? 100 mil.
The moves that I made, the people I fed, the evil I ducked, they minds too feeble, they lean on they crutch.
Yo, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this. I can't take it no more. My speakers are on fire. There's steam, there's smoke coming out of the speakers. I can't cope. Yo, all you rappers, just quit, man. Just quit, man. Just quit. Like, seriously? You can't. Come on, man. I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep stopping, man, but yo, I'm just like, I'm a J. Cole fan, man. I'm a J. Cole fan. Like, this is, whoo. I can't even speak. Oh, for real, man. If there's a Mount Rushmore in rap, to today's standard, J. Cole has to be on that Mount Rushmore. How many people on there? Is it 4? 5? 4? Playlist. That is a playlist. Oh my days, man. Yo. 100 mil. Possibly one of my favorite tracks so far. But again, J. Cole spoke about this in his documentary, like the hunger. I'm saying, like, I'm not sure if 100 mil is his net worth. Nah, it can't be his net worth. J. Cole's more. Actually, 100 mil. Maybe it is his net worth. I don't know about that, but yeah, again, like he's saying, like, you know, making money in that, you know, you don't always have your hunger like as you did, as I mentioned before. But J. Cole is just showing that he's still about his raps, he's still about his bars, man. J. Cole hasn't fallen off. Like, let's be honest, man, already in his album, J. Cole has not fallen off. So what, track, I think 7, Pride is the Devil. Yeah, I've heard this beat before. What's his name? Amine? Is that his name? He's got a track like this on his last album. If you know, you know. I've definitely heard this before. Oh. Yo, this is different, man. This is different. Hey, little baby. Okay. Yo, little baby's doing his thing still. Yo, I wasn't expecting that track. Like, I like how he doesn't show like who's on the features on this album, because that was actually really unexpected. I didn't expect Little Baby to be on this track or even on the album. And I do like how J. Cole is like fucking with these new rappers like 21 Savage, the Little Babies, you know what I mean? Because a lot of these old heads, so to speak, talk about the new rappers and how like, how they can't rap and shit. But J. Cole was really embracing them, and this is a good track to kind of, to break up the album a bit, you know what I mean? It's not just him just rapping and shit, and then, having a song like this is kind of like very like single material, you know what I mean? I know he dropped a single like Interlude, but which we need to get to. But yeah, this has that kind of like bounce to it. Again, I did say I think I've heard this beat on, I think, Amine's album, his last album anyway. Definitely a sample from off there. But yeah, Pride is the Devil. I mean, self-explanatory really. I think a lot of like people, men especially, man, pride does get the better of you, you know what I mean? Especially like depending on your circumstances. If you're on the streets and that, pride can really do like you damage, you know what I'm saying? Like not being able to let shit go, you know what I mean? Your pride is, it's like an ego thing, isn't it? You can't just like, if somebody does something to you, you can't just let that shit go, you know what I mean? So sometimes you just have to be a bigger man. Sometimes you just have to like take a breath and be like, you know what? It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. But anyway, I'm going on a tangent. So, oh yeah, dope track though. I did like it, man. Breaks up the album very well, man. J. Cole singing too. He's one of them rappers that he doesn't need no auto-tune. He's got his voice. He does have a singing-ish voice. He can get away with it. You know what I mean? He could use the auto-tune if he wanted, but he doesn't really need it. Track number 8, Let Go of My Hand.
Whether this matters, put the substance into something in the world, so you think it's the gratification. I think I wanna be my biggest fan, like how I was when didn't nobody know my jams. Today my son said that, let go my hand. Fear of getting punched while everybody eyeing. Add to that a constant fear of dying by gunshot wound or other violent terror in this. I kept it tough to me.
Yo, I know already this is gonna be one of them introspective raps, man. It wouldn't be a J. Cole album if you don't have a track with the introspectiveness. The tracks that we can all relate to, you know what I'm saying? And this is what makes J. Cole a good rapper. Not a good rapper, a great rapper. What am I saying?
My last scrap was with Puff Daddy. Who would have thought it? I bought that album in 7th grade.
Hold up. My last scrap was with Puff Daddy. Who would have thought it? J. Cole and Puff Daddy got beef, or P. Diddy, whatever. Well, that's new. Shit.
Lord, please guide our steps. Watch us. Cover.
I think one thing that we all love about J. Cole is his transparency, the way that he can convey his thoughts, his feelings, his experiences in life, and write it down into his raps. That's what makes us really appreciate and can really connect with J. Cole. Like that track where he's just, talking about, for example, like him having kids, his son, let go of his hand, and like basically that, I think what he means by that is like his son having to like go on his own path as he gets older. J. Cole, or as any dad can do, you can only do so much, but at the end of the day, we're all on our own path, you know what I mean? We all make our own choices in life. And what else did J. Cole mention too? Like him being his own critic and that, and wanting to go back to the days where, like, I think what did he say? Like, I think he valued himself more when people didn't know him or something like. I'm probably butchering what I'm saying, what he was saying, but essentially, J. Cole is just reflecting on the past. Really, we're coming up to the last 3 tracks of the album, 4 tracks, including this next one, Interlude. He dropped that last Friday. Didn't listen to it. I was avoiding it for the whole week. I didn't want to listen to it. I thought, you know what, let me just wait and listen and hear in the actual on the album itself. Track 9, I think, Interlude.
We sitting on top of this shit. The EMTs gotta carry her baby like surrogate mothers. Whoa.
Wow.
Thank God we survived around with real numbers. Couldn't dare touch it if they sold a double disc. Black cat burning up the street.
Oh. J. Cole ain't missing, J. Cole ain't missing. There isn't a track so far that I don't like. I'm glad I waited to hear it, like, on the actual day of the album dropping. This is J. Cole at his best, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel that, man. I really do feel that. So, Yeah, track 10 now. The Climb Back. Oh wait, I think I did. I did listen to this actually when he dropped it last year. I think it was one of the singles with, was it Snow on the Bluff? So clearly Snow on the Bluff didn't make the album, but this did. So the Climb Back, listening to it again, it's like not really one of my favorite tracks on here. Like J. Cole just have like interesting like bars, you know, just talking about like different areas of his life. It's not like a bad track at all, and I think probably the beat as well. It's not really like one of my favorite beats so far that I've listened to or that I've heard from the album. So that probably just sway my opinion a bit. But it's one of them introspective tracks. Not a bad track at all, but not really feeling it as much. You know what I mean? I think probably as I listen to the album again, I think I'll probably like, you know, take it in and like it with time, because I don't think I actually really listened to this since I guess last year when he dropped it. Track number 11, Close.
Gone are the days we was close. Now when I see you, I look at you just like a ghost. A shell in your form of good. We knew each other's folks. Now you gotta ride around with the toast and you keep that close. Cause this is supposed to happen, and in time I'ma blow. They gon' label me the GOAT. How long has it been since we spoke?
Label you the GOAT. Man, you are the GOAT, man. Let's be real now.
Eyes with a joke, heart pumping like Usain Bolt. Reach for my phone, missed calls and a text message.
This is like bar for bar wise. You know what? Let me say my opinion towards the end, because we're coming up to the last track on the album. Track number 12. This is going so quick. Hunger on Hillside.
Fighting off this hunger for hours. Big stepper, don't get stepped on. I got grass already. Running up the stairs on the tower. Put old game on top my back, don't need no chiropractor. They call me no PWC, I got my power back.
And there we have it. The off season. I don't know where to even begin, man. Off the rip, this is already better than KOD in my opinion. I know it's only a first reaction, a first listen, but just hearing the way that J. Cole was rapping on this album is one of the best that I've heard of him rapping in terms of his ability. You can really hear the difference. I like how J. Cole switched up his production on the album. I know that I think Timbaland, T Minus are producers on the album. Other than that, he added a couple features, Little Baby and 21 Savage, incorporating like the new age of rappers, which, you know, kind of shows his you know, that he's still got an ear to the, you know, to the streets. You know, he's seeing who's what's the word I'm looking for? Popular, I guess. But yeah, man, the off season, like the title, the off season, I'm not too sure what the name behind it means exactly, but I didn't know what to even expect coming into this album, to be honest. Like, I didn't really mention it in my intro, but yeah, I didn't know what direction J. Cole would really go, you know what I mean? But for first reaction, this album is solid. I can't give it like a rating or anything so far, but I can feel this like growing into like probably one of my favorite J. Cole albums, to be honest. Like, beat wise, it is like literally one of his better albums, to be honest. Like, it's very consistent. The album is very cohesive as well, you know what I mean? Like, every track like fits. He's got that track on there, can't remember it off the top of my head. The track that has what's his name on it, I think, with Little Baby. I can't remember the name of the track, but I think it's that track where he just added like a different vibe to the album. It kind of switched it up a bit. But yeah, I am not even disappointed one bit with this album. I'm still like taking it all in. I think I'm definitely gonna spend the next week or so listening to this album, taking in like the bars and that a bit more. I don't think it's really missed in terms of like an album, there's definitely albums that I like more than others, but he hasn't dropped like a whack album, you know what I mean? And I think this is just like J. Cole just keeping up the same level in his ability. I'm not too sure where J. Cole will go after this album. I know that he's supposed to be dropping like a couple of albums after this. I know Angela Yee mentioned it on the Breakfast Club, but I don't know how true that is. But J. Cole did mention in the documentary that coming up to the end of his career, like making sure that he's hit certain milestones, or he's made sure he's done what he's had to do, and he doesn't think back with regret. It's weird. This kind of feels like one of J. Cole's like last ever albums. It kind of, because I don't know where J. Cole will really go. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't really, like when it comes to music now, like he still dabbles in it, but when you kind of see the way that he kind of rolls, he's not really fully in there anymore. Like the way that J. Cole was like the first like maybe 5 years of his career, once he made it, he was very much so like, you know, in the public eye, but now he's just very reserved. I'm not too sure how many albums J. Cole really has left, in my opinion. You know what I mean? This could be one of the last couple album that we'll hear from J. Cole. But overall, over his discography, in terms of his albums, this is definitely, or you know what, let me not speak too early. I need to listen to the album a lot more. But yeah, I think of a first reaction, of a first listen, this is what I have to really say about the album, to be honest. Looking forward to like listen to it and just let it sink in a bit more. I don't know where this sits in terms of his discography, but only time will tell. But yeah, that's my reaction to the Off Season. Dope album, man. Dope ass album. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. But into the next video, I'm out. Peace.